once again, welcome to the HTML classes. Today we are going to deal with advanced HTML or HTML part number 1. In the last session, in the last video, I had already covered many of the things. Let's see. So we had covered what is HTML, what is the full form of HTML, the different features of HTML, about HTML tags and their types, basic structure of the HTML program, how to create, how to save, how to view, and how to modify an HTML program. So I had given you a demo for this all. Then we also checked out some of the tags that can be used on an HTML page and their attributes, and we learned about how to create the list. There are certain types of lists. We have ordered lists, which are also called as a numbered list, unordered lists, which are called unnumbered. There's one more list called definition list. Yeah? So these are the types of lists. Alright. So these are all things we covered. And in this particular lesson, we are going to do advanced things in the HTML. Okay, so like the things that I have mentioned already here, it is listed here. First of all, we are going to add the images in the background. We are going to add the image in the foreground. Okay, then we are going to create a table, and we are going to check out some of the tags of the table as well as some of the attributes of those particular tags. We are going to learn about what is hyperlink and how to create the hyperlinks. What are the different types of hyperlinks? Okay, in the different types, even this fifth point, creating a mail to link, email link. Okay, it's called mail to link. So that is also part of the hyperlink, but it is something different. So that's why I mentioned it. Let's start with the demo. So I don't want to explain again the same thing, how to create a HTML program. Okay, I'm going to directly come down to the HTML program where I have started with this. So here I have this program. I have named this program as lesson number 4, advanced HTML 1. Okay, so I have typed this in the notepad, and as per the video, the last video, you might have seen how to save. Similarly, I have saved this with the .html extension. Okay, and this is the program what I have here. You can see this. It's not a big program. Okay, so you can see here we begin with the HTML header tag and the title tag. In the title, what we find is my first page. You know, the reason I made this is first page because I have to display a kind of link also, right? So I have created a second page too. So I'm coming to discuss about this in the as soon as I finish this one. So I'll come to discuss about those. Okay, then I started with the body. Now here you can see I'll show you the view of this first, then I'll tell you how to do this. Okay, how to use this background, how to use this path here. Okay, these are all things I'll tell you. This is the path of an image which has to be displayed as a background. In case this particular image does not display, so I am going to display this one. You can see this pink color. Okay, there is BG color, background color. If I don't display this, it will display a color. Okay. Let's see the view now. Okay, so this is the view of an HTML program. Just now I showed you, right? This is the program. You can see here I have written my first page, and same thing you can see it over here, my first page. Right? This is the title that is given to this particular page. I have given a single title here, added an image, and I have created a table. I have some local link, some external link, and a mail link, right? Email link. So I'll tell you how to do all these things. and you can see this, as I told you, background color, right? So this is the background color. So just let me tell you how to do this. Suppose if I delete it from here, okay, I'm going to delete this, cut this, I'll save this page, come back here and refresh. See, what you can see is, you can see the background color, BG color. You can see here, I already mentioned BG color is equals to pink, right? So that pink color is being rendered here, but I want the background, image to be the background. So what will I do? How to copy that path? Okay, so what I do is, I just go to this place wherever the images get. My images are here. So I have this particular image here. I just give a right click on this, go to the properties and select the path. Okay, copy it, come to this page here and paste it here, give it slash, go back again to this property page. You can see this is the image name, copy this and check out this, this is a JPG. Okay, close this, come back here, paste it and dot JPG. Okay, fine, just okay, and come to this browser and just give it a refresh. See, this is how you can apply the image as the background. Fine. Okay, then come to the next thing. Is this what you call? I made this as HTML demo 1. It is centered and it is H1. You observed right? This is H1. The size, what you find is H1, and this is placed at the center. This is at the center, and every content is placed at the center. Okay, I have started with the center and I am closing this center at the end. That means every content, whatever is in between this, is placed in the central line. Coming to the next one, similarly image. Okay, I have an image over there, right? This is the image where you find. So same thing, you have to use an image tag, and instead of here you have use background, right? Instead of background you have to use source, SRC, and the same process you have to apply the way you collected this particular address or location of the image. Same location, the same way you have to collect this from here to here. Okay, this is what you have done. So whatever the important image what you need. So what I have done is I have used this particular image, right? So frame clip art 1, so, right, 3. Anyway, so come back to this place here on the, okay, then I have mentioned the height and the width. Okay, just observe it here. This is the height, 100, and the width is 200, right? If you want, you can increase this, but I just wanted to fit all this content in a single page. That's the reason I made it. I just wanted to give an example, so I have given the height. If you want, you can make this height. I'll tell you. If you want to make your height 500, just make it 500. Save it. Come back here and give a refresh. And you can see this becomes height becomes 500. Right? Okay, so get it back again. Okay, there is one more thing. Alt. What is this? This is the attribute of the image. That means it's an alternate text actually. Okay, in case I have written here image here, right? What is the reason? In case this particular source is not properly available and image is not possible to display, I'll just cut this and save it here, and I'll come back here and come back. See here, this image is not able to display due to some reasons. The reason might be source is not available. The reason might be source might have some errors. Okay, so at this time, this alternate text is going to appear in the place of image that says that image here. Okay, so go back and I'll again give it back display. Okay, it is display. Fine. Next, coming to the table tag. How to insert a table? So this is the table. Now you can see here in the table I have given some of the properties. This is the table tag here or element. we have this border, we have this cell padding, we have the cell spacing, we have this border color and the BG color. Okay, I'll tell you one each. The BG color you already know, background color, that is yellow as mentioned here. Border color is blue. You can see here the borders what you find here. If you want, I can just maximize. Yes, you can see here borders are blue. Then cell spacing. What do you mean by this? Cell spacing in the sense you can see this. The content in the cell is spaced equally, right? The top and bottom spaces are left equally. The right and left spaces are left equally everywhere, right? This is cell spacing. Cell padding. Cell padding in the sense you can see here the space in between every cell, right? On the border you can find this, right? This is called cell padding. Okay, I mentioned it here as 5. Okay, so you need not make it too much, it doesn't look good. Okay, so this is 5 is the maximum you can have it, just to give a beautiful look. Okay, then we have got a border. This you can see, this is the border. Okay, the thickness of this particular line is called border. Okay, fine. Then we have got TR in the sense table row. Okay, table row. We have got second table row, we have got tier third one, we have got table row fourth one. That means there are 4 rows. Okay, that means we have got 4 rows. 1, 2, 3 and the 4 rows. Okay, this is fine. We have got here TH. We have got a TH here. At the first you have got TH, table header. In the header what you have written? Timetable. You can see this is timetable as a time header, table header. Okay, but what I have written is, you can see here you don't find any columns here, you got only 1 row and 1 column, right? That means you can see a call span. That means I have merged 1, 2, 3, 4 columns into one call span. All the columns, 4 columns I have spanned, merged together to make one. So how many columns we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So I just made it as a call span 4. Okay, then I have written in the second row. This is the second row. I written in the first header I written days, second header I written 1, third header 2 and fourth header 1. You can see headers, header and header. Okay, the second row. Come to the third row, I have written as Monday because under this Monday. Then I have written as accounts, English and statistics. Okay, accounts, English and statistics. But just check out these statistics. It has covered the upper row as well as the bottom row. That means 2 rows are spanned, right? And that's the reason we are given here row span is equal to 2. Okay, so rows are spanned. That means 2 rows, above row and the below row are spanned together and made as 1 row and 1 column. Okay, and coming to the next row, that is the last row, Tuesday. You can see here I written Tuesday and third one I written. Okay, sorry, I didn't mention this TD, right? This is table definition or table description. Okay, these are the description. Remember, this is the table header, even this is a table header. Remaining all part what we have is a table description. Okay, so here I have written TD only 1. What I written? Statistics. The reason I wrote is I given as a call span because the last column is not available. We have the second column and third column. I made 2 columns, these 2 columns, right? Like here what we had into 1 column. So that become a call span. Okay. So fine. So this is what we discussed about. We'll get back again to the normal position. Fine. Next, coming to the topic that is links. We have got 3 links, total 4 links. First of all, we have this link. One is called as a local link. Second, I have got is a internal link. We will find the example for internal links in the second page. Okay, in the second page. So I'll tell you where to open the second page. Okay. Then I made it as a external link. Okay, there is something common in the local link and the external link, but there is something difference in the third link, that is internal linking. You can see here go to editor. I used a tag. This is called anchor tag, and here is the href. Href is the reference, hyperlink reference. Okay, H for hyperlink, ref for reference. I have mentioned a particular name here. You can see this entirely here. This is the path. Okay, the similar way how we copied the path of images, similar we would copy this path here. Okay, you can observe here I have this particular file called html. Okay, here. Okay, this is the one, html 1.1. okay, so what I do, I want to copy this entire one. Just I click on this, so I get this entire link. You can see this. I have to copy this path, then put a slash, and I have to copy this name of this particular file .html. Okay, there's one more attribute here, target. What does it mean? Where do you want to open the second page while clicking on this? On the second page, when you, this is the actual link, actual text where you have to click. Okay, and where you want to open? If you want to open on the blank, that means what? Say I got 2 3 ones. One is blank. Blank in the sense it will open in a new tab. If I give it here self, that will open in the same page. Okay, remember this same page. I'll show you this also. So first let us perform this local link. Okay, here clicked on this. See, example for the local link, go to second page. This is the link. You can see I'll click on this and it opens up the second page. This is the page I have already created and kept. I'll talk to you about this. This is the page for entire page for the internal links only. So I'll just close this. I'll come back. Okay, this is up. Then coming to the external link, you can see here it is similar way. You can see this href. I have mentioned a name of path of a file that has to be opened. You know what? Local links are the links which are mainly created for the files that are locally stored. Okay, that means it is on the only single web server. But external links are the links for the pages that are placed on a different web servers. Now, I am choosing this www.stjohnvianney-gwalior.org. Okay, and the target is blank. That means I want to open it in a new page. You can see I told you just now also. Once again I'll give you demo for this, but before that you just see. Okay, and this is the link name, school website. Okay, just see here. Yeah, school website. As I click, you can see this. I am on the first tab now. As I click on this, or as I click on this, what happens? It will open on the new tab. That means sorry, now internet is not available. That's why it's not. If suppose if you are connected with the internet, it will open up. Okay, your page will open up. You know, internet now. That's the reason it's not opening up. Okay. Okay. Now here I will do something. I told you, right? I have given it here. Target is equal to blank. If I make it self, okay, what happens? I just made it self, and I am going to click on this page. It opens on the same page. Look. It has not opened any extra tab here. Instead, it has opened on the same. I just have to go back again. Okay, so that is called self. Okay, so that's the reason we always keep it as a blank so that it opens up in a different. Okay, so now I'll open fresh first and open. So it opens up in a second tab. So coming to the third one, that is email. Yeah. It is also same thing, just like href hyperlink reference, but what you are going to do is you have to use this mail to. Okay, mail to, and I have given my mail ID mail7glenn@gmail.com. Then I have given a text for the link that is showed here, right? This is. As I click on this, remember this will not work for everything. It will work only for the default mail programs that are stored on your system. As I click on this, okay, so it is say I got already a email. I have not added this. It is there, so it will open up. Like suppose you are clicking this, you are sending this to someone. You have to enter the from address. True address will be already available there. Okay. Now let's get back and let me go to the local links. Is already I told you I have this second page, right? So let me click on this. It is open here. So I'll go to this page here. I'm going to close this and open this one. You can see here. So the similar one, my second page. You can see the second page. Then I have given pink color, background color here. The same background I chosen. Then I have written advanced demo. This is what you find here. This is the second page. This is the example for internal links I have written here, right? Then I used a font. This is the font, Calibri font, and the size is 4:5. Okay, 4. Then I have used the text here, a lot of text. Always remember, internal links are actually used where there's a lot of text. Okay, you know why? What happens when you have a lot of text on single page? It is difficult for a person to scroll and check out what is there and what not. Suppose there are a lot of sections, indexes, like you have got 10 to 20 topics you have, and the person wants to read. So what he has to do? He has to scroll, right? Or the person doesn't want to scroll, in case like he wants to read about the self-created link. So instead of scrolling, you can just click on this. You can see here, I just click internal links, and you can see here at the top internal links, right? Okay, and where it is on the same page. See, it is on the same page, but what happens, it automatically brings you to that particular place. I'll click on this natural links, and it is at the top. Top in the sense what? It will bring the particular content to the in front of the eyes over here. Okay, so these particular links, internal links, are created to navigate between the page. Okay, how to do this? It's very easy. There's nothing to do special. You'll have to use this kind of things where you need to give a link. You have to use an anchor. You have to give a href is equal to, suppose I want to create this particular text, one I created here, one as the link. Okay, I need to use a hash. Okay, hash tags are always used within the things. Hash, this is the hash, right? So these are used for the internal links, and this is the internal link text. You can see here, this is the internal link text, and you close this particular anchor tag. Similarly, every topic 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now as I click on this internal link, this particular link has to take me to this place, where it has to take me here. What is an internal link, right? So what I do here, at this particular place, I use an anchor tag. Instead of using href, I just use the id is equals to 1. I'm not using this hash again back here. Okay, instead of the href, I use the id attribute, and instead of using hash 1, I just use hash, and I close this particular text with the anchor tag. Okay, that's all I have to do. You can see here, this is for the external links. I have done the same thing, same names. Yeah, it is given here 2, and it is also mentioned 2. Okay, and for the third, it is here, what is the natural link, and the 4, what is manually obtained link, and what is next one is a 5, what is self-created link. Okay, that's all you have to do. And now let me go back to the program and show you again, like self-created links. I clicked, and it has come here. Okay, you might be having a question, why did it not come to the top? Why it is here? Since the page has ended, so this is available here. If the same link was over here and the page was ended, so it would have been showed here. Remember that. Okay? If there is a lot of text down, so it would have been displayed at the top here. Okay, remember. So this is the example for for an internal link. Okay, you can see we have created all these 5 internal links here. Okay, so any questions, further questions, you please, as you see this video, once the video ends, so I request you to put a comment, whatever the queries we have, and please to like the video. I have specially made this video for you, okay, so that you can stay at home and you can do your studies. I am trying to do this video as easy as possible so that you can understand. according to your syllabus. Yeah, of course I can do it better, but I'm just putting this video according to your syllabus. Okay, and please do like, please do share to your friends and other classmates, and to the people who wants to learn. Okay, so stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.